I finished the game and I saved it just before the end. I have over 100 gigabytes of video if you want to see other stuff. I try and keep multiple saves. Sometimes problems occur. I'll explain to you how the game went in just a minute. Now, at the beginning, you saw me go after Mongolia. That was the key thing at the beginning. That gave me a significant advantage with that archer rush you saw in the other video. Tokugawa was west of me. I then fought Tokugawa, and then, I'll show you. So I ended up keeping the same capital the whole game. Zulu was across the water from me. I didn't know they were so close. And they backstabbed me while I was at war with China. So I have the most advanced units in the game. And the reason I was able to do that was because I was one of pretty much the largest country, and taking Mongolia let me do that. So this turned out to be my national park city, Mongolia's capital. I just kept all the trees there. Part of the problem was I probably should have cottaged that, but I kept the trees so late. I ended up getting the free specialists from all the national parks, and I put the building that the national epic to double my rate. This ended up being a pretty good building. I put military academies when I was able to in a lot of the cities to increase my rate of producing military. So I put my heroic epic in here, and I added a military academy so I could produce military units. It's probably too fast, actually. I probably could have put, and I put the Wall Street here. Not the best choices, but it's better to build things like Wall Street and all your other national wonders than not to build them at all, because they give such a great bonus. So my cities were not great, but I was fighting a war. So I put dry dock in my Moai statue city. I do that a lot. I use them to produce my navy. But I also use Japan's capital to produce my navy. Oxford went in this city by the floodplains. I also put an academy. I try to put buildings consistent with the national wonders. So Oxford gets a lot of science buildings. Wall Street gets money buildings first. So I try and stay consistent with that. The airport actually adds an extra trade route also to the cities, which increases money. I had a deal with Wilhelm van Orange's culture. So I put the Globe Theater in this city. It's not a great Globe Theater city, but I was still able to draft a lot of units there. I mean, it wasn't good for much else because it didn't have much production, and I was fighting with Wilhelm in culture the whole game. I was getting close to a domination victory. I took Mongolia, then I went to Japan, and I was fighting with China, but then Zulu backstabbed me. He made a bunch of boats, and on Japan's side, he came in to attack me. So I went to peace with Mao Zedong. I went to peace with Mao Zedong and then went to war with the Zulu Shaka. And then I went across the water here And I landed my troops and I attacked his cities and I went in a circle around his main map there. I used airships across the water first from Japan to Zulu. And then as I took the cities, I moved my airships and my planes in to support my troops. And then after I did that, I was able to build Marines, and I took the island with some Marines. Of course, I supported it with airplanes on carriers. Then I landed paratroopers across the water and used boats. Um, because I took so many, you see, I have a big vote in the United Nations. Also, I friended Roosevelt the whole game and Wilhelm van Orange and helped Wilhelm van Orange with some extra sciences to catch up. And he beat Mao Zedong, which made him larger and let him vote for me. So actually, even though I was heading for a domination victory, I got a diplomacy victory. I fought China, and then I had to go to peace deal with Zulu, but I helped Wilhelm. He asked me to help him in a war with China, which I did. I also got as many apostolic palace votes as I could. I accidentally, well, anyway, here's my power graph. As you get larger and you get ahead in techs and my production for military increased, my power took off. So you see, I won a diplomatic victory. Wilhelm voted for me. Not Wilhelm. Roosevelt voted for me, and that was all I needed. And Roosevelt got the extra votes from beating some of Mao Zedong, taking some of Mao Zedong's cities. And actually, Wilhelm van Orange lost a city to Mao Zedong, and then I took it and from Wilhelm van Orange. And I got a fairly high score with the victory there. Thank you. I hope that's a decent summary of the game for you. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. I saved several parts of the game, and I videoed several parts of the game. If you have any questions or want to see more, please let me know. But there's a lot of hours of video. If you really want me to make some of that, I will. I accidentally voted yes for the Apostolic Palace victory for somebody else. I had to reload. That's one good reason to save the game. You do something stupid that you didn't mean to do. You misread something. Thank you.